All right, Tiger Nation. We got another one. We got the GM. We got a man with many titles. We call him GM. We call him assistant coach, tight end coach, all world everything. Coach Otis Riddley, the national champion.
It's got a ring to it.
I like the way, what you got on that cup, Coach?
It says Celebration Bowl.
Ah, man, hey, listen, we got us one. So, Coach, welcome to 2025 SWAC Media Day. We appreciate you for sitting down with me and TD, KC-1400 Media. Give us your first thoughts, man. Coming down here to Birmingham, how's it been so far?
Man, it's been great. It's a little different coming as a defending champ than coming as the people they expect to finish third or fourth.
Yeah.
And so it's been exciting to come in and people have expectations of us, and they know we will exceed those expectations.
Absolutely. Well, you guys are looking good, man. Coach shouted out Kyrus for the custom tailored suits, man. You guys always come in looking fly. Came in and made a grand entrance.
Look, I want to say this now. Like, they got theirs from Kyrus Customs, and Kyrus is my best friends, and I got some stuff from them too. Yeah. This came from a guy named Azur Rique. Louis Wright did this suit for me, so I want to make sure I give him his just due. It does lay on me well.
And you got the gold JSU. Hey, man, hey, I'm loving the swag.
You got to be at JSU for a certain amount of time to get that gold.
Hey, Coach, speaking of the suit, I've been kind of ironing the suits since you walked in the building. I nice look, you know. I'm not beyond hand-me-downs. You know.
Look, I just got it now. Give me a couple wears. It's gonna make another cameo at some point.
I know, right?
Yeah, Coach, you look good. But again, I was, speaking to Coach Taylor, we talk about third time the charm, and you being the GM, man, that the story that you told the night you came on the show still resonate, with me. I mean, it touched me to the heart. So, with that being said, with the room being good and y'all have to bring players in, you being the GM of player personnel and stuff like that, NIL and college landscape being what it is, how hard it is for you, and how long is your list of having players on the radar?
Man, that's a great question.
Oh, wow.
The list is extremely long, especially with high school. Transfer portal a little different. But we're always trying to cast a wide net to make sure we get the right guys in our building, right? Yeah. With the collective, what you guys are doing, I'm gonna be honest with you, you're saving our program. Wow. And you're keeping us afloat. We don't have you guys. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's hard to operate as a championship program in today's climate without the support we are getting from you guys and the fans that are actually sowing seeds with you. AD can only do so much, and he does an incredible job. But ultimately, it's going to fall on the individual donors and the individual fans to help us kind of keep this championship swing and this dynasty that we're trying to build, keep it going.
Coach, I love that, man. Speaking of building, or should we say, we don't rebuild, we just reload, right? So one of the things we have to do, and you just spoke to that, is you have to retain the players that are currently in the room. 12 of those players that are on that list are all supported by the collective, right? But let's talk about it, man. I mentioned to Coach Taylor last time we came down here, or should I say every time we come in here, we felt like our players weren't really given the recognition. Well, we got 12, 8 first-teamers, 4 second-teamers based off the performance of the 2024 season. Give us your thoughts on the selections. Give us your thoughts on how do you keep those guys grounded, and how do you keep them hungry for more?
Yeah, so that's been our thing since we got back in January. No complacency at 1,400.
Yes, sir.
And guard the yard is even stronger today than it was last year because we have something tangible that we need to guard, right? We already had something tangible, but now the stakes are even higher, right? And so, man, going forward in the season that we're in now, just looking at what you guys have done with those players, we're being efficient in how we are going about our collective and our NIL procedures, right? We are not just divvying out checks just because you go to Jackson State. You guys have done a phenomenal job of being connected with our program to know where the resources need to go. Yeah. And so when you step in and you can help us that kind of way, and we're able to keep a guy fed at night when we're not around, or we're able to get him a little gas money to get home between the semesters. Those things are things the average fan doesn't see. But I was just talking to Coach Eddie Robinson from Alabama State, And he made the comment, guys in this day and age want to get paid before they want to play.
Right.
And in this league, it just doesn't work like that. And I want to impress upon any recruit or any parent or any fan that's listening. We still have to make sure we are teaching our young men that production in life pays you.
Yes.
Pay doesn't come without production. And as a man, that's
Very
something
well
we talk about in our facility. We're developing our team. We talk about, and I said this before, Ken. You've heard me say it. We don't sign and recruit you to pay you. We sign and recruit you to win championships. And we hope that while you're here helping us win championships, we're able to enhance your experience by hopefully giving you an opportunity with the collective, hopefully giving you some NIL opportunities. So those are the things that we kind of transition to in this time as a general manager, even with the events we're putting on. In my mindset, I'm trying to take pressure off of A.D. Robinson, I'm trying to take pressure off of the 1400 collective, Ken Clark, trying to take pressure off, thinking about you guys when we do these events, because you have to be creative, but you also have to entertain, you have to sell things that people want to actually be a part of. And I think right now, a vast majority of the country understands that JSU football is the mecca of HBCU football.
Got that right. That's absolutely right, Coach.
So, Coach, you speak on the collective. Of course, you still have some fans, who may have some questions about the collective, which direction that it goes. And like I said, when you came on the show, you spoke on the collective. And you have a lot of the players that thank us, for the collective. And then you have those who want to join the collective, but just not enough time to go around, because everyone or some people still may have some questions going on. What would you say to those?
Yeah. So, and give me the question one more time, please, the last part.
So speaking on the collective, for those that hadn't bought into it.
Oh, I got you.
Yes, sir. What would you say to those who still, question the direction of the collection?
Well, if they are informed about the collective at this point, right? They have all the information they need at hand. And I understand the economy is a whole different conversation to have. But we all have some luxuries in life that we appreciate. And the luxury that some of our fans appreciate right now is having a winning, dominant football program. And the thing I want to impress upon our fans, it wasn't too long ago when that just wasn't the case.
That's right.
And I don't want JSU, I don't want Jackson, nothing about us is going backwards. So how do we keep that from happening, right? We have to engage these type of opportunities. We have to sign up for the collective. So if you're not signed up, what are the reservations? You see the players being retained, and I can assure you from my seat, checks are getting paid on time.
Now one payment missed.
Because they ain't called me, so I know it's getting done
Let me
on
tell you
time,
something,
right?
Coach. Not to steal your thunder, Coach, because listen, if you're late, you're gonna get a text message or a call instantly.
But just the fans see this. You see where your donation and where your support is going, and then ultimately on Saturday, you see the level of talent that we have brought into Jackson.
Oh yeah,
talent that a lot of schools would love to get their hands on. I'm not talking about SWAC schools or MEAC schools. Bigger universities are trying to poach our players every year. We were having a conversation with a friend of ours a couple of days ago, and he was just saying that an SEC school had one of our players, if they would have gotten the portal, and one of our players is the top target at that position if he would have got in the portal. So looking at all that, how do you keep these guys home? Our players love Jackson, Mississippi. And that's the thing our fans got to understand. That's not always the case. That wasn't always the case 3 or 4 years ago. We had players here, but they didn't necessarily love the city or the school that they were at. And so now you have a team full of guys who really love playing for the blue and white with a touch of red. But I want our fans to understand that we cannot get laxed on our support when it comes to the individual players, when it comes to the entire university. Yes, I know donor fatigue is a thing.
it is.
It is a thing. That is
Yes,
real. But I also know that those who are listening to this broadcast, those who are supporting us already, they have a bunch of friends who are not. And that's what I impose on them. I want to impress upon them. Ask your friends, talk to your friends, engage your friends in conversations. If you are a bronze, a silver, a gold, a platinum, member of this collective, why aren't your friends involved in it at some level? Get them involved, sell them on the opportunity to have a substantial impact on us winning championships, not just in football. You got softball players, you got track athletes,
Absolutely.
you got basketball. So all these sports, we are being dominated, and they have an opportunity as a fan base. Our fans have an opportunity to have a direct hand in shaping our teams year to year. That's amazing for me.
Coach, very well said, man. I always enjoy listening to you just kind of expound on some of the things that that we're doing and giving you, giving us your perspective on it. Question: how do we continue to grow the brand of Jackson State where we are? You mentioned where we come from in short memory. Now we feel like we're having some success. How do we stop ourselves from getting complacent? You said no complacency at 1400. But kind of feels like, for example, ticket sales should be, you would think they would be higher right now. I understand the economy. I just kind of want to get your thoughts on some things. But when you look at the overall perspective of things that are changing around us, where do we go from here? How do we stay on top? How do we continue to evolve? How do we continue to press the gas towards elevation for the Jackson State University brand?
That's a great question, Ken. The first answer in that is win.
Okay.
You got to keep winning,
Yes,
right? And that's the thing I want to say. As long as TC Taylor is the head coach of Jackson State, as long as AD Robinson is the athletic director for Jackson State, as long as I'm the general manager of Jackson State, we're going to be successful. I'm saying that not in a cocky way, not in an arrogant way. I'm saying that in a confident way, knowing that the men I work for, along with myself, have a plan, and we stick to that plan and we stay ahead of that plan. We see things that are coming down the pipeline in college football that may not be coming to light now, but it may be 2 or 3 years from now. And we are already on top of it. And so we are seeing these things going on. So we are actively changing our approach where it needs to be adjusted to stay ahead of the game. And I say we as Jackson State.
Yes.
We are representing Jackson State in a way that Jacksonians should be extremely proud. When we walk in these rooms, the hateration is loud.
It is.
Yes.
Hateration.
It is. You can feel it.
But somebody told me a long time ago, if you ain't got haters, you ain't doing nothing.
Right.
And so I love the haters to look at us and want to be a part of it, because that's all it is. They want to be what they ain't.
That's right.
But I'm saying that to say to our fans, that could change easily. Football staffs change yearly. Athletic administrations change yearly. Teams change yearly. How do you engage in keeping the solid foundation standing? You have to be an active member of the Alumni Association. You have to be an active member of the collective. You have to be an active member of the Blue Bengals, of the Tiger Fund, of the AD Club. You have to be active members. So first of all, you have a voice in what's going on, right? A lot of people don't realize when you donate, you can express concern, or you can express things to those leaders that they can bring back to us, right? And believe it or not, and Ken, you know this, Ken, you have made suggestions from your followers to us before, and even your own suggestions, and you have seen those things come to light.
Yes, sir.
We are not an arrogant fan. We're not an arrogant coaching staff that says we got all the answers, but we try to make it look as good as possible, no matter where we got the answer from. And so, again, if you are out there and you're listening to this broadcast and you are a true supporter of Jackson State football, Jackson State athletics, I ask you and I urge you, wherever your comfort level of giving may be, I ask you to please just give. Just do it out of the kindness of your heart. And you know, I don't like going to church too often with you guys, but I gotta go sometime, right? And the Bible said God loves a cheerful giver, right? And I also know that when we give from our heart, the blessings are fourfold.
Oh,
right? And so, listen, close your eyes. Don't worry about what you're giving to. And just know that He's going to bless you on the back end for doing it because you gave to the right thing. And the right thing is supporting young men who want to be productive citizens in life. Just this morning, Ken, at 10 o'clock this morning, the reason we were late coming down, 10 o'clock this morning, the NFL college outreach program was doing a Zoom call back in Jackson with our team. We are doing things. We are doing things that are different than other schools in this conference. And the donations, believe it or not, third party, third hand, they have a major impact in shaping the experiences that we are able to create for our players.
Wow, coach. That's awesome.
So coach, you say something. Well, actually, I want to go. Want to ask you another question, but to kind of add on what you're saying about giving. You know, when I was a kid, I always was humble. And my great grandmother, I remember she used to give me money because I used to live with her when my great grandfather passed. So she used to give me money. You know, she got that check on the first and the third.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, well, grandma, I don't need this. I know you need it for the life. But she said, she said, hi, boy, this yours. And you can do what you want with it. I don't care if you wife the tail with it, but it's yours. You know what I'm saying? And when you give, you don't worry about it. And like you said with the Bible, you don't worry about what goes. God knows your heart, and He knows what you gave it for. And what somebody else does with it,
Right.
that's going to be him and God.
That's absolutely
Yes,
right.
sir. But what I wanted to say, Coach, I look at you and Coach Taylor in the coaching staff, man, like y'all don't work a day in y'all life, man. Y'all always happy, in a good mood, you know, very cheerful. Y'all talk to anyone. That is special because you know you have a lot of coaches and a lot of people who feel special on this level of winning, feel like they beyond having a conversation with certain people.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to commend you guys for that. And I wanted to ask you about how do you feel about the tight end room, Coach? I want to get one player question in right quick, man. How you feel about the tight end room? How you feel about the depth?
All right, well, look, let me make a comment to that first statement you made. It hadn't always been like that at Jackson State football, where people were happy to come to work every day. And one thing
That's
about
right.
me and that fellow, you know, we have always been men of the people. We don't have our nose stuck up so high in the sky that we can't honor the people that are with us on a daily basis, helping us to achieve the goals that we're trying to achieve. And that's how you guard the yard.
Yes,
That's
sir.
how you maintain success when you're able to edify and you're able to enhance the opportunities for the people that work with you. That's why we are happy, because we are actually working with friends who understand that our standard won't change just because you're a friend, right?
Yes.
Some of these guys I didn't know prior to 2024, okay? But when I met them, we went through the interviewing process, and I got to know their families. I got to know their character. It felt like we've been knowing each other forever.
Yes.
And when you know a person's character and they're able to come in the room with you, and your language and your conversation marries with their language and their conversation, and we're speaking to the players in the same light, that bodes for a good working environment. It's called good synergy. So we believe in that. But to answer your question, excited about this tight end room. We probably got the most veteran tight end room in the conference. A well-rounded group. A lot of football has been played between these guys. And then we have a couple of young guys who still have some opportunities that will be able to show themselves worthy of opportunities this year. So I'm excited for both sides of it. Marvin Landy, excited for him. All conference, first team all conference, well deserved.
Yep.
Should have been first team all conference at the end of last year, I felt. But he's a
Great guy.
he's a
great young man.
great young man. He's a good tight end who's still growing in the sport. And then you got Jensen Riley coming back off an injury. Proud of Jensen for developing as a man.
Yeah.
Okay.
If Ken knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
The Jensen that we got in 2021 compared to the Jensen that we have now. I loved him in 2021 because he was a kid and he was coming into our program. But to see that maturation process take place and to see the goofiness kind of be contained, right?
Yes.
You can still be goofy, just contain it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Man, to see all that, man, to see all that, it's been remarkable. Then you got guys like Darren Bennett, KJ Giles. You got those guys in the room who exceptional football players who want to really do a great job for us this season. So to answer your question about those tight ends, I'm excited about it. I've been letting Coach Bobby Mitchell do a lot of work within this offseason. I kind of keep my hand on him, and he keeps his hands on the tight ends so that I can do the general manager work. Because with this house settlement going down, that's another thing I'm telling you, Ken, why we are so far ahead of a lot of schools. I was named the general manager of JSU football way before this house settlement came down. Right? And this house settlement is the reason why my job is so important.
Yes, sir.
And so I have used this offseason. I've had to be more of a business-minded coach. And so I've had, we have a structure in place. The standard is the standard. So we have young guys who we are trying to train up as coaches. And they're getting opportunities to develop as coaches. So, man, look, I'm excited about where we are as a program, but I'm even more excited about where we're going as a program. And the program, when I say program, y'all are in the program.
Oh,
I need y'all to understand.
Yes, sir.
The KC and the 1400 collective, y'all are part of the program. People think when they hear coaches say the program, they think we're talking about just the players in the building and just the coaches in the building, just the support staff in the building. That is absolutely false. The program is anybody with substantial reach to touch our players on a consistent basis. You are a part of the program. So I wanted to tell y'all to make sure that the people heard that. You guys are as much an important part of the program as anybody else that touches our players on a day-to-day basis. And we need you guys to be successful. And so, again, speaking to the fans, if you hadn't signed up for the collective, if you are not in the JSU by 40 campaign, if you haven't bought your season tickets, or any other various way that you could be donating to our program, here's a call to action, but I'm also calling you out. And be mad at me. I think I've got enough tooth in the game at Jackson State now for fans to be mad at me if they wanted to, and I can survive.
That's right.
So be mad at me because I'm calling you out, but do something about it, okay? And doing something about it ain't meaning coming to me. It means go to that ticket office, get with Ken, get that link so you can get signed up. Be an active supporter of Jackson State football. Your complaints are loud, but what your pocket's talking like.
Right.
Man, Coach, you always give us some mic drop moments, man. I always enjoy it. I know we supposed to be getting the whole staff on the show sometime soon.
We are.
We're going to make that happen. But listen, I want to get one player question in as well, because one of the things that I'm seriously like paying attention when we're scouring throughout the facility and we're lurking at practice, we stay in the background. We had some turnover from the 2024 to the 2025 season just due to graduation, expiration of eligibility, and a couple of players decided to leave. Who do you feel, because I know this is important to you, who are some of those players that are emerging as true leaders of this 2025 unit? Because we're only a month and a half away from football. So them leaders in that room got to be, them captains got to be, it's got to take shape. I know we got to get to fall camp. We got to put them pads on, get to slapping and figure out who's who. But who are some of those players thus far that's emerged as leaders and captains of this 2025 Tigers team?
And so, again, man, with us, this is our third year in this iteration of JSU football.
Yep.
Right. And so this is the first time we have really had the success we've had, and we returned a lot of the guys who were responsible for that success. Right.
Yes, sir.
And so, I said that to say this. When I say Jacoby and Jeremiah Williams, and I say leadership, it's actually got substance to it.
Okay.
They have earned the right to be the team captains. They have earned the right to be here at SWAC Media Days. They have earned the right to say this is their team. Jackson State football is a player-led team. That's why we're successful. If it's a coaches-led team, we are hardly operating at the pace we are operating. But because you got the general, out front, and the players believe in him now because they saw what he did at the highest level.
Absolutely.
And they're excited about him coming back. You got him at the forefront of the offense, but then you look across to the defensive side, and you got a guy like Jeremiah Williams. And this is what I've been saying all day with Jeremiah. Jeremiah Williams, and hear me. I want to bring everybody, make sure you listen to this. Jeremiah Williams has the opportunity to leave Jackson State as the all-time winningest Jackson State football player.
Really?
I need that to sink in.
Wow.
I need to sink in.
Wow.
He hadn't lost a lot of games at Jackson State.
Wow. That's right.
And so, when you think about that, and I get chills thinking about it because that kid could have left and his legacy wouldn't have been the same.
That's right.
But he's stuck in there with us. And so I want to go win a championship for a kid like that. I want to go win another one for him so he can become the all-time winningest player at Jackson State. And he can really have a cemented legacy at Jackson State. He should be in the Hall of Fame in the next 5 to 7 years. Whatever that window, they got that waiting period, right? Yeah. As soon as his waiting period is over, he should be in. Wow. He's had that type of impact at Jackson State. And so I'm saying that, not to get off your question.
No.
But when you got those type of people in the building,
yes, sir.
Winners,
yep.
Those are the leaders, man, and they have done a good job of really just jumping out and just taking it by the horns and saying, we're not going to let this fail. We're going to guard the yard in an appropriate manner.
Wow.
Wow, coaches. I mean, another mic drop always coming from you. And coach, you spoke on for Jeremiah legacy being here at Jackson State. I spoke about it on the show one time about some point when do the parents stop letting their kids chase money and delve into the value. And I know that's hard to do right now in this day and time when everybody, grasping for money and worried about NIL. Then you look at the person like Jeremiah who did that. Who's doing that? And his value is so much worth more than that dollar because everybody's not getting that bag like they talk about either.
No doubt.
And we appreciate what you guys are doing. I mean, every time I think about it and just talk to you, I get a chill because, it does something, on the inside of me as far as seeing the father figure, seeing the big brother, seeing the leaders. Y'all preparing these guys more in football, coach. And program, if I was a player listening to what y'all have to say, ain't no way to where I go. No way.
Yeah.
I'll be a Tiger for life.
I appreciate that.
Yes,
I'm definitely grateful for the opportunity to serve Jackson State, and I just have to keep saying that you guys have been one of the best fan bases I've ever seen in my life.
Wow.
And you deserve all the good that's coming to you. And I'm talking to every fan, young and old, even the ones that get in free. I'm serious. It's been an honor to serve TC.
Man.
It's been an honor to serve AD Robinson and AD Wells Kilbert.
Yes.
It's been an honor to serve. And I'm saying that not as a so long a sayonara. I'm saying that we just getting started. And the building, the foundation is laid. The architectural plan is already out there. We see where the rooms are. We see what type of appliances we want to put in the building, right? We got all that going.
Yeah.
And now it's a matter of putting the cameras up and watching that yard, brother, and guarding it because it's there. You know what I mean? The foundation, the building is there. And all we got to do is make sure we maintain the success we have built.
Coach, it's going to be hard, man, for some athletics director, some president of some university, watch this type of interview, keep seeing this guy named Otis Riddley over their head, seeing the general manager piece of the Jackson State football program. It's going to be hard for them to keep watching you, man, and not give you a call and try to come poach you from us, man.
Listen,
what's it gonna take, man? We gotta keep you at home. I know we've had conversations about just your own personal career path. I love this for you for the general manager title because of this. I'm not gonna say that I saw the shift coming. We kind of knew that NIL was, but we didn't know that this was gonna change like this. They took a hard left because we're always looking at the bills and how they're making changes with what NIL deals go forward, what doesn't go forward, all that good stuff, right? But for you personally, what's it gonna take, man, for us to keep you in Jackson State for a long period of time?
Listen,
long time.
Listen, just say this, man. I love Jackson State with all my heart. I did not go to Jackson State. People know that,
right?
But you couldn't tell anybody in this world that I didn't graduate from Jackson State. So I'm excited about the future. I'm excited about my future. But I can't sit here and say what it'll take, but I know it's gonna take a lot for another school to take me.
Well said. And we'll stick with that. But look, Coach, we had you long enough. We know that the players and Coach Taylor are gonna get ready to take the stage. Give Tiger fans a closing parting message before we get ready to finish this recording.
Listen, two things. First thing is August the 15th. We got the Country Boy Experience.
Yes, sir.
We're excited about that. We're not doing a bunch of fancy promotions for it. We want our fans there, and hey, we want to you tell a friend, you tell a friend, you tell a friend. But it is an experience for our fans to come out and meet our team this year. But also, before we start whooping up on people, we're gonna make sure we go have some fun together as a family. And so this is the type of event, August 15th at 6. But the parting word I got for our fans, other than that, you are the standard. Just as much as Jackson State football is a standard, when we go places, they talk about Jackson State fans as well. So we're excited about this season, but more than anything, we're excited about the opportunity to show the world that the #1 fan base in the world resides in Jackson, Mississippi.
Amen.
And we ain't got to say nothing else with that. We got the general manager, Coach Otis Riddley. Coach, we appreciate you for stopping by,
Appreciate y'all,
man.
man.
Chopping it up, man. It's all
Appreciate
good.
you, TD.
Much love. See, I love Go Tigers, baby.
Go Tigers.